Heaven has released a message that was hidden from the beginning of this month. God says, the wind has been waiting to carry it to you. Archangel Michael has been sent to stand at your door and knock with urgency, because something has shifted in the unseen. This is no ordinary moment. This is a spiritual moment wrapped in mystery, soaked in love, and engraved with a voice that once whispered your name before crossing over. The voice that once comforted you is still trying to speak. God says, you may have felt chills when no window was open. You may have felt a heaviness when no one else was in the room. You may have thought it was just memory. But it wasn't memory. It was a spirit reaching across realms, trying to deliver you from something about to collapse around you. A loved one who crossed over has seen what you do not yet see. And they are not at rest until this reaches you. Don't ignore this, my child. This is not about imagination. It's not your mind playing tricks. Archangel Michael says, the atmosphere around your house has been visited multiple times in the past 3 nights. And while you were asleep, a whisper tried to enter your dream. They tried to speak to you, but your pain was too loud. You've buried the memory too deep. But it's time to unearth what was buried, because something you forgot is trying to save you now. Michael says, this is the last time the letter will be delivered before it's erased forever. God says, I gave your loved one permission to visit you once more. They've begged for the chance. Not for their sake, but for yours. They can see what's ahead. They know what's circling you. They are not watching from a distance. They are standing beside your name in the book of life, pointing with urgency. They want you to know this before it's too late. You are not where you belong right now. You've been delaying your next move, but heaven has already prepared it. You think you're stuck, but the voice from the other side is shouting that you're seconds away from the shift. They are calling your name, not in sadness, but in urgency. They've been watching your prayers hit a wall. And now they're delivering the answer you didn't know was coming through them. Michael says, the angel who recorded your last heartbreak is also carrying this voice. God says, this voice has instructions. Not warnings. Not sadness. But deliverance. They want you to change something. They want you to leave something. They want you to speak up about something. And they know the price you'll pay if you don't. You are reading this now because you've been marked for a spiritual rerouting. You thought you missed your moment. But your moment is waiting for your yes. The enemy has placed decoys in your path, people pretending to help you, relationships that feel like love but were sent to delay you. But this voice, this divine voice from the other side, has seen the trap ahead and is speaking before you're caught. Type Amen to receive this protection. Type Amen to cancel what was hidden against you. Your loved one who passed away is not at rest because you're not yet living the life you were meant to live. You've been in survival mode for too long. You've tolerated dishonor. You've embraced silence. You've let go of dreams that were planted by God, not by your imagination. The reason you can't let go of that one idea is because it was seeded by heaven, and now someone who used to hold your hand on earth is holding a sign in heaven with your name on it. They were sent to deliver this message. And if you ignore this, the door may close. This is not about fear. This is about timing. God says, the next 48 hours are marked with angelic movement. You will start to feel things moving in your home. You will sense sudden clarity. Random names will come to your mind. Those names are connected to this voice. Some are sent to help you. Others are the ones delaying you. You must be spiritually alert. Because when this person passed away, they left behind something they forgot to tell you. And now they are back, not in body, but in message. Michael says, you have 45 minutes to say yes to this call. If you say yes, a letter will be spiritually released. A divine answer will appear in unexpected form. Someone will reach out, maybe with money, maybe with apology, maybe with a secret that frees you. And it will all happen because you didn't skip this. Don't pretend you don't feel this. The chills. The heat. The breathlessness. The emotion. That's not fear. That's your soul remembering. That's your spirit shaking hands with the spirit that's reaching from eternity. That's your past touching your future through this message. God says, I permitted this message. I allowed the veil to lift. I gave permission because you were crying, and I saw that no human hand could pull you out this time. So I allowed the hand of a departed loved one to reach through the unseen, just once. Just for you. Don't skip this. Michael says, the letter is waiting at your door. But you must open your spiritual ears. If you stay where you are, you will survive. But if you listen to this call, you will thrive. Someone wants to know why they're still alive after what they've been through. Here's your answer, because someone in heaven interceded for you. Because someone you cried for is now crying for you in prayer. They are still loving you from beyond. They are still guiding you. And their voice is echoing across this message. God says, they will visit you tonight in a dream. When they do, listen. Don't run. Don't doubt. This is the confirmation you've been waiting for. Type Amen 333 to accept this. They are calling your name. They are saying your full name. Not your nickname. Not what others call you. But the name heaven knows. You will hear it in your spirit. You may even hear it out loud. If you do, do not panic. Welcome it. It's holy. It's healing. It's heaven's handprint wrapped in memory. God says, you are about to be delivered. Not just encouraged. Not just uplifted. But delivered. Something will physically, emotionally, and financially shift because this message reached you. Your miracle has a deadline. And your obedience will determine its arrival. Don't scroll away. You were spiritually summoned here. You've been ignoring signs, feathers on your floor, a song at the right time, that flickering light. You thought it was coincidence. But they were codes. Symbols. Echoes of someone who still loves you from heaven. They want to give you one last thing. It might be a memory. It might be a truth. It might be a financial inheritance. But it can only be delivered if you open this letter in spirit and say, I receive it. Archangel Michael has been walking near your walls. You may have felt movement in the corner of your eye. That was not your imagination. That was presence. Divine presence. Not to scare you, but to awaken you. Tonight, something will shift in your room. Watch the window. Listen at 3 a.m. You may hear the call. You may feel the bed move slightly. You may feel a warm breeze on one side of your body. That's them. It's okay. It's safe. It's not haunting. It's healing. They are not stuck. They are visiting. For your sake. God says, after tonight, the permission will expire. The veil will close again. This is your open door. You've been asking me for proof. Here it is. You said, God, if you're real, give me a sign. This is the sign. This is the moment. This is the message. This is the door. This is the whisper that's been trying to reach you for months. You can choose to scroll. Or you can choose to stand up now and say out loud, I receive the message sent to me from heaven. I open the door. I listen. I obey. I remember. I will not forget. Amen. If you do, God says, there will be a sudden phone call. An unexpected gift. A dream with instructions. And someone will mention the exact name of your loved one who passed, within 3 days. Michael says, this is not the end. This is the bridge. God says, watch what happens next. Type Amen 444 if you believe. Type Amen if you're ready to be delivered. This message is for you. Today is July 27th. Archangel Michael is standing beside your name, holding a sealed scroll that's trembling with urgency. He is saying this now, not later, because someone who loved you deeply and left this world is calling your name. Their voice is not a whisper, it is thunder cloaked in memory. The moment you felt chills today, the hairs standing on your arms, that was not fear. That was recognition. That was them, trying to deliver something only you can receive. This is not fiction. This is not imagination. It is the truth. You think you've forgotten, but they haven't. You've tried to move forward, but they remained watching. And now, when the clock has reached this moment, they are pleading with Michael to deliver this message before it is erased forever. Before it slips into silence. Before you miss your moment. Archangel Michael says he has stood in your room 3 nights in a row, watching you sleep. You almost turned in your dreams when he reached out. He tried to shake you without waking you. He tried to guide you gently. But tonight, on this 27th of July, he is no longer waiting gently. He says, "This is an emergency. I cannot allow you to miss this divine moment of connection. Your loved one, who once sat beside you, who smiled at you like the sun smiles at morning rivers, is speaking again. And this is not just a message of remembrance. No. This is a divine alert. A delivery. A gift. A redirection. A final effort before they vanish into silence again. They've been trying to reach you in dreams. In sudden thoughts. In repeating numbers. In random songs that seem too well-timed to be accidents. They've whispered your name when no one was in the room. You looked around and felt the air shift. That was them. God says, you must listen now, because the voice from the other side is calling with urgency. Not because they are sad, but because they see what you are about to walk into. And it's not all safe. There is danger lurking in something you think is harmless. There is a name spoken sweetly near you, but behind it is poison. Your loved one sees it. And they are pleading with Michael to get this to you. God says, I permitted this communication from beyond because your heart is still pure enough to receive it. I do not open these gates often. But you, yes you, have cried silent tears that reached the throne of heaven. And I saw your ache. I saw how the world pretends you are okay while your soul keeps bleeding silently. They are not angry with you. They are proud. You've held burdens no one knows about. You've smiled while breaking. You've survived betrayals no one confessed. And the one who passed away is trying to tell you, you are not alone. The things they took from you will be returned. The blessings that were delayed will arrive. But only if you listen now. This isn't about superstition. This is divine protocol. The soul who passed away knew something you didn't. They saw the secret writing on the wall that was hidden from your eyes. And they begged me to let them speak, just once more. Michael says, the letter has already been written. It's spiritual. It's inside your dreams. But unless you open your heart right now, it will fade like fog beneath a morning sun. Don't wait for a sign louder than this. You asked for confirmation, this is it. You asked me in your room, God, if you're real, show me. This is your answer. Your loved one is with me. They are safe. But they cannot rest until you know that your next steps matter more than ever before. Something is coming. A shift. A decision. You think it's a small choice, but it isn't. It's connected to a legacy. A spiritual promise I made over your name before you were even born. And the enemy tried to stop it by making you feel abandoned. Alone. Worthless. But you're not. You never were. Heaven's archives hold your name in bold gold ink. That loved one, yes, the one you're thinking of, is holding out their hand right now in the spirit. They are saying, please don't give up. Please don't marry the wrong person out of loneliness. Please don't sign that agreement just because you're desperate. Please don't let pain be the compass anymore. God says, you are about to be delivered, not just comforted. Delivered from lies. Delivered from delay. Delivered from emotional traps that kept you in cycles for years. They've been trying to warn you about someone close to you. Someone who laughs in front of you but curses you in private. They don't want you to know the truth. But your loved one does. And I have allowed this message to reach you so you stop pretending not to notice what your spirit already knows. Michael says, I've been assigned to protect you, but I cannot stop what you welcome into your space. If you open this message fully, not just with your eyes, but your spirit, you'll start to see things. Things will become clearer. Hidden motives will be revealed. Do not fear this. What you are about to experience will be divine alignment. And yes, it may shake some friendships. It may separate you from some who are not meant to walk into your next chapter. But you were not born to carry everyone. You were born to rise, even if it means rising alone for a season. Your loved one is asking you to stop blaming yourself for their passing. It was not your fault. They are not angry. They don't want you living in regret anymore. They want you to live fully, courageously, not to survive, but to become, to unfold. They left something behind. A blessing. A hidden instruction. And it's connected to something you're about to receive. But if you're still clinging to fear, you won't see it. God says, you are about to meet someone divinely sent. They will remind you of the loved one you lost. Their voice will carry a frequency that makes your soul rest. It won't be coincidence. It will be divine orchestration. Michael says, if you don't open your eyes now, you'll mistake that divine one for a stranger. And you'll reject the very blessing your loved one has been trying to deliver. Let the tears come. They are sacred. They are washing your spirit clean. You don't have to pretend to be strong anymore. I am your strength. Your loved one says, tell them I'm okay. Tell them I'm at peace. Tell them I saw what they did for me when no one else saw. Tell them I love them still. God says, this message will not appear to everyone. It was encoded for your spirit to recognize. And now, hear me clearly, in the next 3 days, you will receive an unexpected message or encounter. Don't brush it off. It will be the confirmation. The sign. The moment your spirit has been quietly waiting for. Your loved one is standing beside Archangel Michael. And they're smiling. And they're saying, we did it. They finally heard. God says, watch what I do next. You thought the story ended. But it's about to begin again. This time with healing. With truth. With restoration. With divine compensation. You are chosen. You are protected. And this, yes, this, is your confirmation. Type Amen to receive the blessing 777. Today is not like every other day. Something sacred is happening that only you can feel if you pause and open your spirit. Today, July 27th, Archangel Michael stands at the edge of eternity calling your name, and a voice from the other side, gentle, broken, loving, whispers to you even now. It is not just a message. It is a divine cry. A loved one who passed away has been begging heaven for this very moment to reach you. And now, this message has arrived. Don't try to skip it. Don't silence what is meant for your ears only. The veil has thinned. This is just for you. For the past several nights, heaven has watched you toss and turn. Your name was called in a realm where no one else could hear it but the angels and the departed. They said, please let them know I am still watching. Still guiding. Still crying for them. God listened. Archangel Michael listened. And now, on this day marked by heaven, the message is delivered. A soul that once walked this earth beside you, a person you loved, trusted, or maybe even misunderstood, is speaking now from beyond the veil. Before it's erased forever, open your heart. Listen with every part of your spirit. What you do after this moment will shape your life forever. You have been wondering why certain memories keep returning like shadows at dawn. Why that familiar scent or flickering dream returns night after night, impossible to explain. It wasn't coincidence. It wasn't your mind playing tricks. It was a divine signal, a whisper trying to cut through the noise of the world. That soul has been reaching you, crossing dimensions of light and fire, fighting every silence just to whisper your name. You have been chosen to hear this because no one else would understand it the way you do. Don't try to skip. The moment is here. It will not wait again. God says, you are not alone, even when the walls feel cold and your voice echoes back to you like no one is listening. You are being watched by divine eyes and by the one who left this world but never left your side. They stood at the gates and said your name with tears that could melt eternity. They said, please let them know I didn't leave them. Please let them know I am still here. I've been trying to deliver them, but time is running out. If they miss this, it may never reach them again. And so, Archangel Michael brings you this message now. Heaven is open. Open it before it's too late. You may not know how much was done to get this to you. This was not a regular word. This was a divine push through the heavens. The angels battled storms and timelines to protect this message from vanishing. Others tried to block it. Dark forces tried to erase it. But it survived because you needed to know, someone on the other side is calling for you. Someone who once wiped your tears or made you laugh. Someone who regretted not saying more, not doing better, not holding you longer. They are here now. God allowed it. Heaven signed the release. And you are the only one who can feel its truth. Do not ignore this. Do not scroll past it. This is not a generic word. This is not meant for the crowd. This is coded in the frequency of your very soul. That name you keep dreaming about. That voice you thought you heard in your sleep. That moment of silence where you felt like someone touched your shoulder. That was them. This is confirmation. You are not imagining it. You are not going crazy. Heaven is colliding with your reality. And if you close your heart now, you may never hear it again. God says, your loved one has been approved to intervene. You have a purpose that has been delayed because you kept questioning yourself. You wondered if they were proud. If they forgave you. If they ever knew the things you were too afraid to say. This is the answer. Yes, they knew. Yes, they heard you. Yes, they saw your heart, even when you couldn't find the words. They whispered over your pillow when you cried. They stood by you in the hospital room, in the courtroom, in the lonely hallway of your heartbreak. You never saw them, but they never left. And now, they are reaching with all the urgency of heaven, because you are closer to something big. Archangel Michael says, the time is sensitive. There are forces trying to distract you. Trying to silence what heaven is declaring. That's why you keep feeling unsettled. Why the lights flicker. Why your mood shifts without explanation. A spiritual encounter is trying to break through. Don't block it. Don't try to analyze it. Just open. just receive. Something powerful is being placed into your life, and this message is the final key. The voice from the other side is calling because there's something they couldn't finish, and now they're passing it to you. This is a sacred inheritance. A mantle. A gift. They are telling you, beware of the one pretending to be your friend but secretly plotting against your joy. They saw it from the other side. They begged heaven to show you before the trap is triggered. You've trusted too quickly. Loved too deeply without seeing the disguise. But today is different. Today you are being delivered, not just from pain, but from deception. This message is a divine intervention. If you ignore it, the enemy will continue. But if you believe it, chains will break. Your loved one is trying to deliver you from guilt, from shame, from self-blame. You've been carrying something that was never yours. They want you to know, they do not hold you responsible. What happened was not your fault. Their departure hurt, but they never blamed you. They've seen your tears. They've watched your struggle. And now they're pleading with heaven to bring you peace. This message is their cry from the realm of eternity. Will you listen? Will you finally let the past go? They need you to be free. God needs you to be free. God says, you've been chosen for more. That's why the enemy has been fighting you with such cruelty. That's why some things fell apart so suddenly, because heaven had to separate you before the rot spread. The person from the other side who's calling your name, loved you so much that they said, even if it breaks them now, it will bless them later. Save them, even if they don't understand. And so heaven obeyed. Relationships ended. Opportunities dried up. Friendships faded. But it was protection disguised as pain. There are tears forming in the spirit realm even now. The one who passed away is whispering, "Don't you dare give up now. You're so close. I left so you could live. I went ahead so you could find your way back to purpose." They are not resting until you rise. They are not silent until you soar. And so God allowed this message to find you, on this exact day, this exact moment, because the battle you've been fighting is almost over. Your deliverance is near. Open your heart. This is just for you. Don't try to skip this. There is something coming that will change everything. A letter. A phone call. A name mentioned out of nowhere. That will be the sign. That will be your confirmation. The one from the other side is arranging it. They are working with angels. They are moving in the spiritual world to open doors you thought were shut forever. You've felt stuck. Blocked. Like something unseen keeps standing in your way. This was it. The delay was divine. But now that you've opened this, the shift has begun. Watch how fast things move. God says, don't ignore the signs anymore. The dreams. The sudden chills. The numbers. The repeated names. The scent that reminds you of them. It was all heaven's way of saying, I'm still here. I'm still guiding. They know your struggle. They know how hard you try to be strong for everyone else. But now heaven wants you to receive. No more pretending. No more surviving. Now is your time to heal, to awaken, and to walk into the life you were meant for, with their voice echoing, go. I've got you. I never left. You may not know this, but on the day they passed, they whispered a prayer for you. Even if they couldn't speak, even if no one heard it, their soul cried out for your safety. They didn't want you to fall. They didn't want you to stay broken. That prayer is still active. It is still creating protection around you. This message is part of that answered prayer. You were never forgotten. Not by them. Not by God. That's why Archangel Michael was sent, because time is running out, and the message had to get to you now, before it vanished forever. Do you feel it now? The warmth behind your back? The stillness? That's them. Standing beside you. Watching. Protecting. They are more alive now than they ever were. And they are here to deliver you from every lie, every fear, every enemy that rose against you. God says you have lingered too long in places of pain. This message is your permission to come out. Rise again. Laugh again. Trust again. The storm is passing. The voice calling your name is not of this world. It's eternal. It's divine. And it's just for you. Don't waste this moment. Don't ignore what you're feeling now. It's real. It's sacred. And it's yours. Your loved one is saying, I am proud of you. I see you trying. I see you growing. I see your strength. Let those words heal you. Let this message become the turning point you've been praying for. God says the rest of your life is about to feel lighter, because someone from the other side is helping carry it. Type Amen to accept this message. And if your spirit says yes, say it out loud, I receive it. I receive it all. Today is not an ordinary day. Today, July 27th, the gates of the unseen have opened for you. A sacred whisper has crossed the veil. Archangel Michael stands before the edge of your soul with trembling urgency, because a voice, faint, familiar, and full of divine sorrow, is calling your name from the other side. A loved one, long gone from the physical world but never absent from your spirit, is reaching out. They have been trying to deliver something to you. A message. A warning. A divine gift. And time is slipping fast. Before it's erased forever, you must open your heart and receive what is being delivered from beyond. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. This is not a coincidence. You have wondered, at quiet hours of the night, if they still remember you. You've asked the stars if their soul lingers around you. You felt something brush your skin when no one was there. A scent that returns for no reason. A dream that never fades. They have been trying to reach you. God has permitted them today. The heavens are opening for a short time, because your soul needs what they are about to give you. The angels are silent now, allowing this voice to rise, because it's not just a memory, it's a rescue. A spiritual rescue from a dimension that sees what you cannot. Archangel Michael says, he has waited for this moment. He has guarded this soul as they cried for you in the realm of spirits. He has shielded them from darkness while they waited for the chance to speak into your life. Today is the day. The hour has come. Their voice is trembling with love and desperation. They cannot rest until this reaches you. Do not scroll past this. Don't let the noise of this world deafen your spirit to the cry of the one who loved you more deeply than words could hold. God says, there are moments when life bends in mysterious directions. Today is one of those moments. You are standing at the edge of something ancient and holy. This person who passed away did not forget you. They carried your name even into eternity. Their spirit has hovered around your house, your tears, your loneliness, your confusion. They saw you cry when you thought no one was watching. They saw you break in ways that no one else noticed. They saw you smile to hide your sadness. And they whispered your name in the courts of heaven. They begged for permission to speak to you. And now they are here. Michael says, open this message before it vanishes. This is not just a story, it's your truth. The divine realm has encoded a secret in these words. As you read, something in your heart will begin to break and heal at the same time. That is how you know the veil is thin. That is how you will feel the presence of the one who crossed over, standing near you now. God says, their voice is not loud, but it's powerful. Their message is layered with love, warning, clarity, and protection. You've been walking toward a danger without knowing. Someone near you has been planting deception in your path. They know you are chosen. They've been trying to divert your future, and this spirit, this loved one from the other side, has come to intervene. Archangel Michael has assigned his sword to cut through the veil of confusion that has been wrapped around your heart. Today, you are being rescued. You've been feeling tired for reasons you couldn't explain. This isn't just physical tiredness, it's spiritual. You've been under silent attack. A battle you didn't see has been raging in the shadows. But now, heaven is responding. God says, this message is a holy activation. As you receive these words, something in your bloodline is being reversed. A curse that was sent is being dismantled. A voice from your ancestry, who died before they could protect you fully, is now standing between you and the attack. This is the moment they have waited for. Michael says, you are not alone. The voice calling you has passed through fire and silence just to get this message to your soul. This is your confirmation. You've been asking for a sign. This is it. Don't skip it. Don't doubt it. There's a reason you found this today. There's a reason your spirit feels strange right now. Because the spirit world has opened to whisper into your timeline. God says, you have a choice now. Ignore this, and return to confusion. Or open yourself fully, and receive clarity. The loved one who passed away has seen what's ahead. They know who is lying to you. They know who is pretending to love you. They know who is smiling with a secret knife behind their back. And they know who is about to walk into your life to change everything. They are trying to prepare you. Michael says, they are showing him scenes. Your past. Your moments of doubt. Your recent dream. That dream wasn't random. That message wasn't nonsense. It was encoded with warnings. They were trying to tell you that the person you trust the most has already spoken against you in private. They were trying to tell you that your breakthrough is being delayed by someone close who drains your energy.